2026. We do have a public hearing, so can we all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Yumiko, could you lead us in the pledge, please?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
I'll take roll. Patrick Halpin.
Present.
Julianne Nolan.
Present.
Gerald O'Neill.
Present.
Edward Wynn.
Present.
Juan Leon.
Present.
Ann Trucian.
Present.
Greg Gaxiola.
Present.
Yumiko Healy. Matt Esposito. Rich Casey.
All right, we do have a quorum, so before we start the public hearing, I'm required to read this statement into the record. The planning board shall have the right to rely on any information that is presented by the applicant. If any such information is later found to be inaccurate or incorrect, the planning board may determine that any approvals, building permits, or other actions previously granted in connection with the application are null and void.
A, public hearing, site plan review, Jod HPLN-87 26-02A, With Pride Air Conditioning and Heating, Inc. proposes to construct a 6,830 square foot office mezzanine within a 24,833 square foot warehouse in order to move all offices to the mezzanine level, along with associated site improvements.
All right, who's here on behalf of the client?
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. For the record, Philip Butler, attorney with the law firm Forcelli Deegan Tirana, 333 Earl Ovington Boulevard in Uniondale, on behalf of the applicant. I'm also joined this evening by Mr. Steven Stumper, who is a representative for With Pride, Pat Solar, who is our architect, Kian Cody, who is our traffic engineer, and Peter Argerakis, who is our civil engineer. So we have a full complement of professionals for you.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes, of
and
course.
It's good to meet everybody. All right, let me just first ask, the Commissioner of Planning, Denise Graziano, has issued a memorandum regarding this application dated June 4th. Is there anything that you would like to bring to our attention regarding any of the conditions, the covenants and restrictions, or any other aspect of this memo?
No, Mr. Chairman, we did have an opportunity to review that memorandum. I discussed it with my client, and they have no objection to the proposed conditions or covenants.
Okay, please proceed.
So as you heard, we're proposing the construction of a 6,830 square foot office mezzanine. This is a sole tenant occupied building. With Pride owns and occupies the building. They basically just need modern office space. So the second floor will be office space with conference rooms, restrooms. The first floor will have a break room, some additional lavatory facilities, and warehouse and storage. So one of the things we looked at as part of the analysis, since we knew this was, I'll call it an intensification of the use, is we did look at the parking to make sure that we weren't going to overburden the site. As I mentioned, we retained R&M Engineering. Mr. Cody took a look at the parking based on IT standards. Basically, at peak parking demand, they would expect to need about 30-something parking spaces. 54 will be provided, and therefore there's a surplus. Just as a matter of practical, facts, though, the applicant has somewhere in that roundabout of 20 employees who will work from this space. So even if every employee who works in this office warehouse is going to be there at the same time, they're still going to have more than enough parking, and they don't have customers who come to this facility for consultations. So it's never a situation where you're going to have customers showing up to take up additional parking spots. So we think there'll be more than enough parking. Other than that, we think this is a good adaptive use for the building, since it'll allow them to continue operating out of the space without increasing the footprint of the building. They'll also be restriping the parking lot, adding a dumpster enclosure, and augmenting the existing landscaping. So I think this is a very straightforward application that's basically a win for them and for the town. So of course, we're happy to answer any questions you have, but again, I would submit that this is a pretty straightforward application. So we hope that the board has no objection to it.
Okay, I understand you're seeking a variance.
Yes, we will need a variance for the parking and also a small variance for lot coverage.
All right, can you be specific about the extent of the variance?
Sure. Let me just get those numbers for you. So as I mentioned, there will be 54 spaces provided. And I'm not seeing the total required. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Total to be provided is 54, and based on code, they would be required to have 83.
All right. Counsel, I know you're familiar with this. Please explain the reason why you think 54 is sufficient.
Sure. So as I mentioned, as this is a sole occupant use, the applicant has effectively, I'll say, what, 25 employees? Yeah, max. 25 max employees who will be at this location. So that's effectively half of the parking that's going to be provided, right? And if you don't have customers coming to the property to utilize those spaces, you're never going to have a need for the additional 25 or so parking spaces that are going to be there. But also, as I mentioned, we did have a parking analysis done, and we did submit that. That should be part of the record. If not, I do have a copy of it that was provided by Mr. Cody that basically says, based on ITE modeling, the maximum parking that they would expect based on this warehouse use with this much office space, peak demand would be approximately 31 parking spaces of the 54 provided. So based on that, we think there's more than enough parking for the proposed use.
Do any of the board members have any questions?
Does the mezzanine require any additional structural support, either load-bearing column supports or additional foundational features to support the weight of the structure?
That's probably a better answered question by Mr. Solar, so if I can call him up, I'll have him
Hold on,
respond.
we'll hold that question
Sure.
for him. Any other questions?
Another, what additional structures or improvements are being added?
Okay, well, then maybe it's time to
Yeah,
bring him on up.
sure.
Okay, sir, could you please state your name and address for the record?
Yes, my name is Patricio Solar, Patricio, architect with Combined Resources Consulting and Design. Office address is 155 2nd Street in Mineola, New York, 11501.
Did you fill out one of these?
No, I wasn't sure
All
if I
right,
was
no, you don't
going
have to do it this minute, but please do it.
I'll
if
do
you
one.
swear.
Yes,
Okay, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, please proceed. You heard the question.
Yes, so to answer your question, the mezzanine, which is on the left-hand side of that existing floor plan diagram that you see there, will require its own structure. We've already have drawings from our structural engineer, and it will require its own. We're not going to support the mezzanine on the existing structure. It's going to have its own columns and beams and footings.
Okay. Any other questions? Questions? Juan?
These aren't questions for the engineer, but just in general terms, can someone just take us through some of the site improvements?
You want to do that, Peter? We'll have Peter Argerakis with R&M do that.
Peter, I saw you fill this out. You're the engineer. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, I
And
do.
just for the record, state your name so we have that.
Yeah, for the record, Peter Argerakis, R&M Engineering, 50 Elm Street, Huntington, New York.
Okay, please proceed.
Yeah, so additional site improvements that we're providing is we're repaving the parking lot for a heavy-duty asphalt. We're also providing additional drainage structures to provide 2-inch storm rainfall throughout the site, as well as additional landscaping, trees, and we are also repaving we're providing a new drive apron and the handicap stalls.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? You got to speak up a little louder so we can all hear it.
Yeah, we're
Directly to the
providing
microphone.
2 additional handicap stalls fronting Banffy Plaza North, and we will be entering from the northern section of the building.
Okay, any other questions? No? Question?
So this is an HVAC system, right? Is there going to be any outside parking storage or anything?
No outdoor storage.
No outdoor storage. And what's the warehouse used for then? Just storage? You have to speak into the thing, sorry.
Yeah, so the warehouse is materials and equipment storage for the HVAC company.
So then where do the vehicles for the techs who are going to be fixing these units elsewhere?
Do you mean like the vans and things like that? I imagine they'll be parked on.
Okay, hold on. We either have to swear them in.
Sure.
Or you can repeat it, counsel, because we don't have to. but just repeat okay, you want to come on up?
Yeah, so we'll have the applicant address that directly.
Come on up. You're looking good. You've put a nice jacket on. Please state your name and address for the record, and don't forget to fill this out.
Michael Dolan, 430 Mount Misery Road, Melville, New York.
All right, so
Yeah, so all of our trucks, the technicians take their trucks home at night, they're GPS tracked, and they go to a job site straight from their house.
Okay, and then they'll be there maybe once or twice a day, depending on to pick stuff up.
Most of the trucks don't even come back to the shop unless they do come to pick something up. Most of them go straight to the job site.
Okay, thanks.
okay. All right. Any other questions? Okay. Do you have those forms up there? These?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Yeah. Please, two of you need to fill them out.
No problem.
All right. Well, since he's here, who's the expert on the traffic study? All right, come on up and talk to us about it. You know, the client is paying for your services. We want to make sure you get it on the record. Okay, again, please state your name and address for the record. Did you fill out one of these?
Yes.
Good, I know.
Key and Cody with the firm of Robinson and Mueller Engineering, office at 50 Elm Street in Huntington, New York.
Okay, please proceed.
Do you want me
Do you
to
swear
swear?
to tell, okay. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please, I've got the Knicks on my mind.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Like I think 99% of New York does, so please proceed.
Mr. Butler already did a great job explaining it, but essentially the site, we're adding the 6,000 and so square foot mezzanine space. It's going to be mainly office space. So what we did was we did two things. We took the existing building and we used the Institute of Transportation Engineers, or the ITE, and their parking generation manual to estimate both the existing demand and then the proposed mezzanine increase in demand. The existing building's roughly 25,000 square feet. We used the general light industrial, which is sort of a catch-all early industrial use. And for the existing building, we estimated about 18 parked vehicles, which coincides with the 20 to 25 employees. And then we treated the mezzanine space as either additional general light industrial, which does include a portion of office space, or a more conservative small office building land use, which represents office buildings under 10,000 square feet, which will be this mezzanine would be representative of. The higher of the two is what we went with. In that case, it's the small office building, which we estimated 13 additional cars. So we took the 18 for the existing and then the 13, and that in total was 31 vehicles parked out of the 54 spaces that are providing, which is about 20 or so vacant spaces in the future. We did also do a quick trip generation analysis using the IT in their trip generation manual. We used the same general light industrial use land use for the existing building and then the small office building for the proposed, and we ended up with a total estimated traffic demand of 16 vehicles, but bear in mind about 10 to 13 of them are part of the existing building, so we only are looking at a 3 or 4 vehicle increase as a result of the mezzanine space, and that's per hour.
Okay. All right, are there any questions? No? Questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, Mr. Chairman, I think that covers it.
Is there anyone here from the public that would like to address the board regarding this application? Okay, since there's no one here from the public, I'm going to ask the board to close the hearing and reserve decision. Motion by Yumiko?
Sir.
Okay, a motion, second by Juan.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
The public hearing is now closed. The decision, though, is reserved in order for us to review any feedback or to review any open site plan issues. The record does remain open for written comments. To follow up on the status of the application or submit additional written comments, you can contact the planning department in a number of different ways in person. Planning is located at the west wing of Town Hall. Application documents, plans are available for inspection between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. or by phone 631-957-3103 or by email planningcomments@townofbabylonny.gov. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And Mr. Chairman, when will the record be open until?
Until all department comments are addressed.
Okay, got
Okay,
it.
yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. right, Ken, we're not going to let you out unless you fill these things out. All right, we're good? Pardon me? Okay. So I'm going to close the live stream since this is the only public hearing. We're going to go into our work session.